Kylee Schoonens from Fratelli Group also shares her thoughts on how being able to really understand the client is paramount for her work.
I think that the whole design experience with an architect, it's a very personal decision. I always tell my clients that I need to get inside their head in order to fully understand and appreciate what they need to achieve from a design. And you need to be able to have that connection, because it comes very much down to the open and honest communication that you have with the architect. And what happens at the end of that is the built form that the client will be experiencing every day, particularly if it is a residential, or if it's a public building or a civic building like we're doing as well, then that it's very important about understanding as the architect who is the end user and what is it that you're trying to achieve from that project at the end of the day, because the end game is the most important thing. The process and how you get there is also just as important, but at the end of the day you could spend a lot of time designing a project that never ends up being built if you don't have the right relationship between architect and client. So, and there's responsibilities from both sides. As an architect, you need to really understand the client's brief, their budget, and what they want to achieve at the end of the day. As a client, you need to understand how to explain yourself to your architect, have a really clear idea of what you want to achieve at the end of the day, and be prepared to give proper direction and be able to speak up if you feel that the project isn't moving in the right direction for you. But being able to listen and communicate are probably the two biggest keys of any project, because if both of those things don't happen, then the project won't be a success. The best clients for me are those that we have a relationship built on trust. The clients are entrusting the architects often with one of the biggest investments that they are ever making in their lives. So there has to be the biggest level of trust there for them. With that trust comes communication. And if you don't have those elements, then it's just not going to be successful. So really having that, and that's the basis of any great team and project that's carried out. But you have to think about the fact that you are responsible as an architect for spending a significant amount of your client's money, and there's a great deal of responsibility that comes with that. And so you could have the most amazing ideas in the world, but if they can't be constructed for the price that they need to be, then there's a level of trust that gets eroded and broken down. So you need to be able to ensure that you can maintain that. And so, for me, the best clients are definitely those that we have a relationship built on trust and we share the same vision for the project. Because together we can actually work together and do pretty amazing things. I've worked with a whole range of different clients throughout my career. So private clients, residential clients, commercial clients, not-for-profit organisations, listed companies. And I think that it doesn't really matter who or what the size of the organisation or the client is that you're working with. It all still comes down to the same basic principles of communication, listening, and trust and vision. Really, it's those four things that they need to share.
That was Kylee Schoonens from Fratelli Group, based in Perth.